Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news, so folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Giants. And not just for this season, but for years to come. There's buzz swirling around that the Detroit Lions might be preparing to make a bold move, trading Penei Sewell to the Giants. Yes, you heard that right. The Titan of Protection, the guy who's been a fortress on Detroit's offensive line, could be swapping the Motor City for the Big Apple. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this really happening? And if so, what does it mean for the Giants and the division? Well, let's dig into the details and see what's brewing behind the scenes. Sources close to Adam Schefter and some credible posts on X, formerly Twitter, suggest that Detroit is seriously considering parting ways with Sewell. The Lions, after a very strong 2025 season where they posted an 11-4 record, are now looking to prioritize youth and cap flexibility. Their roster is solid, but they face some tough decisions. They're sitting on about $18 million in cap space, which sounds good, but they're also dealing with some pressing needs, mainly in the secondary, with a need to extend Hutchinson and improve their defensive backfield. Detroit's management might see a trade involving Sewell and a first-round pick in 2026 as a way to get younger and reset their roster for the future. Now, the Giants could benefit immensely from this. Right now, with a 5-10 record, the Giants are desperately trying to clean up their offensive line, which has been a thorn in their side all season long. As you do, one of their key linemen has been battling through injuries, and the OL as a whole has allowed an alarming 42 sacks. That's unacceptable in today's NFL, especially when you're trying to develop a young quarterback like Daniel Jones, or even if you're considering a trade for a quarterback like Anthony Richardson, or even trying to maximize Tyrod Taylor's experience. Sewell's arrival could be the missing piece, a guy who can stabilize the line and provide that elite protection that can turn a good offense into a great one. At just 25 years old, Sewell has already established himself as one of the premier offensive tackles in the league. His career spans 5 seasons, with 82 starts under his belt, and he's been consistently rated highly by PFF, averaging a 95 grade. In 2025, he played 15 games, amassing 950 snaps, allowing only a single sack and committing just 3 penalties. His pass blocking grade is an astonishing 89.8, and his run blocking is equally impressive at 91.7. Even after a minor shoulder injury in Week 6, he bounced back and played at an elite level, showcasing durability and resilience. And let's not forget, in 2024, his PFF grade shot up to 92.1, with 0 sacks allowed and a win rate of 94%. Against the best edge rushers, Sewell has shown he can hold his ground, outperforming even some of the league's top tackles like Trent Williams in efficiency. But why would Detroit trade Sewell? Well, it all comes down to cap management and roster priorities. The Lions, after putting together a solid team that's competitive and hungry, see the need to extend their core, like Hutchinson, and add young talent to keep the defense rolling. Sewell, although a superstar, commands around $28 million per year now, which might be a hefty investment considering Detroit's other needs, especially in the secondary. They're eyeing a future where they can retain their young stars and draft picks, rather than pay top dollar for an offensive tackle, even one as talented as Sewell. Plus, with the team's success in 2025, the Lions might view this as an opportunity to flip Sewell for assets that can help them sustain their competitiveness. Now, for the Giants, this potential trade isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about transforming their entire offensive line. Sewell can serve as a cornerstone, a guy who stabilizes the pocket, helps protect the quarterback, and opens lanes for Saquon Barkley or whoever is running behind him. His presence would drastically reduce the sacks allowed, which are currently at an unsustainable level. With Ezudu dealing with injuries, having Sewell in the fold would create a better environment for Daniel Jones or Tyrod Taylor to operate, giving them more time and confidence to make plays downfield. Let's talk numbers. Sewell's impact on the Giants' offense could be monumental. His ability to mitigate sacks could drop their current 42 allowed sacks significantly, possibly by around 14 sacks, which would be huge. His run-blocking efficiency, which currently stands at around 74. 0, according to PFF, could improve by plus 17%, making the running game more effective and opening up more options in the playbook. That kind of upgrade on the line would give the entire offense a boost, making them more unpredictable and dangerous. When you add a player of Sewell's caliber, especially one who's projected to be a dominant force in pass protection, the entire offense becomes more balanced and less predictable for opposing defenses. And don't forget, Sewell's presence would be a game-changer in the trenches. For example, against the Eagles' formidable defensive line, Sewell could be instrumental in neutralizing their pass rush, something the Giants have struggled with all year. His ability to hold his own against top-tier edge rushers with a projected win rate increase of around 22% could be the difference-maker in crucial matchups. Imagine him helping to protect a young quarterback, giving him the time needed to find his receivers or make a decisive throw. That's how a top-tier tackle can elevate an entire franchise. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the Super Bowl odds. Currently, the Giants are huge long shots, with plus 50-0 odds to win Super Bowl LX. But if Sewell joins the team, those odds could plummet dramatically, potentially down to plus 10-0. That's a massive swing, comparable to the boost the Eagles received when Mailata was back in 2022 and became a key piece of their offensive line. Sewell's addition could elevate the Giants' chances of making a deep playoff run, especially if he helps solidify their protection against the best defenses in the league. His ability to increase their win probability by over 22% in key games could be the difference between just sneaking into the playoffs and making a real push toward the Super Bowl. In terms of playoff impact, Sewell's presence on the line would be catalytic. With better protection, Daniel Jones, if he stays healthy, could regain some of his early season form and lead the Giants to compete at a higher level. His ability to extend plays, avoid sacks, and deliver accurate throws under pressure would be amplified. And for the defense, having Sewell in the trenches means the team can focus more on attacking the quarterback rather than constantly worrying about letting him get hit. That creates a domino effect, boosting the overall team performance. So, what does this mean for the Giants' future? Well, if this trade happens, it signals a serious shift in their mindset. It's not just about patching holes anymore. It's about building a team capable of contending, not just for a playoff spot, but for a deep run and a potential Super Bowl victory. Sewell would become a cornerstone of a new era, one where Big Blue is back on the map as a dominant force in the NFC. It's reminiscent of past trades that defined franchises, like when the Giants acquired key players that laid the groundwork for their Super Bowl runs. This move could be one of those turning points, setting the stage for a renaissance in East Rutherford. Of course, nothing is certain until it's finalized, but the signs are pointing towards a very real possibility. The Giants are in a position to make a bold move that could reshape their offensive line, and by extension, their entire outlook for the next few seasons. It's a strategic gamble, but one that could pay off exponentially if executed correctly. The NFC East is already a fierce battleground, with teams like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders all vying for supremacy, but a dominant offensive line, led by Sewell, could tilt the scales in favor of Big Blue, giving them a fighting chance to reclaim their spot at the top. As fans, we love a good underdog story, and this potential trade feels like just that, a bold step towards a brighter future. Sewell's addition would send shockwaves through the league, and it would instantly elevate the Giants' profile. Imagine a line anchored by Sewell, giving Daniel Jones or Tyrod Taylor the protection they need, opening running lanes for Barkley and making life miserable for opposing defenses. That's the kind of impact that can turn a middling team into a legitimate contender. It's a fascinating development, one that has the potential to shape the NFC landscape for years to come. So stay tuned, Giants fans. We're watching closely, and I'll be here to break down every detail as this story unfolds. The Giants are on the brink of something exciting, and whether this trade materializes or not, it's clear that the team is thinking big. The future is bright, and if Sewell comes to Big Blue, you can bet that the excitement level will skyrocket. It's a chance to redefine what this franchise can achieve, and we're all here for it. Keep your eyes peeled because the offseason just got a lot more interesting. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Sewell would be the missing piece to finally turn this team into a Super Bowl contender? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and we're here to cover every twist and turn with you. Let's keep the passion alive, Giants Nation, because the best is yet to come.